the Chicago Bulls, man. Stay tuned.
Anthony for three.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? Drive out here back on channel once again. Today we are talking about the most interesting team rebuilding right now, and that's just the Chicago Bulls, man. What a all season they have had. First up, right off the bat, we gotta talk about the man known as Zach LaVine. Now the Sacramento Kings did offer him a $78 million 4-year deal, and the Bulls decided to match. Zach LaVine coming off from last season played 24 games, and in those games he played 27 minutes and averaged 16.7 points on 38% field goal shooting with 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Not the greatest stats whatsoever for one of the younger players in the NBA. Now, if Zach LaVine can improve, because the year before that on Minnesota he did average 18.9 points per game on 45% field goal shooting. I'll go along with that 3.4 rebounds and 3 assists. If Zach LaVine is still injury prone and he's just not that good, this could be one of the worst contracts in the NBA if he's not good. And that's a big if. If Zach LaVine is not good, this could be one of the worst contracts in the NBA, and that's a problem. That much money for 4 years, possibly? That's big. That's big. 4 years, $78 million. That's big. Now next up, we gotta talk about another injury prone. This man tore both of his ACLs twice. Jabari Parker from the Milwaukee Bucks. Now I would say he did sign a pretty darn decent deal, and I respect the Bulls a lot here because the second year is a team option. If I think correctly, second year is a team option, so that's always a great thing. If it don't work out, he's gone. You know what I'm saying? So looking at the starter lineup with Kris Dunn, Zach LaVine, Parker, Wendell Carter, Robin Lopez, Laurie, it's an interesting team. Jabari Parker, when Jabari Parker is healthy, he could really average 20 something points. But when he's injured, such as injuring both of the ACL injuries, now last season he did play 31 games. The year before that he played 51 games, like season after season. It's injury after injury. Looking at the 2016 season when he played 76 games, he averaged 14 points. Go along with that with 5 rebounds. And the year after that, when he did only play 51 games, he did average 20 points. I really do believe when he is healthy, he could be a 20+ point scorer in this league. I honestly, truly believe that. And those are the 2 big moves from this NBA this season. We will get to Wendell Carter pretty darn soon, but looking at the starter lineup, it could be one of the best, not the best, not at all, but one of the better offensive teams starting line wise in the NBA. With Kris Dunn, he got a nice inside shot, he got an improving jump shot, pretty darn good on the defensive end as well. Got Zach LaVine, a good outside shooter, and his athleticism. Entering the ACL, that's really big, but he could create his own shot. And Lauri Markkanen, a stud from last year, a good shooter for his size, honestly has great potential. Now Robin Lopez, I did put Lopez as the starter here because I'm thinking he's going to get traded. He's going to get traded maybe for the NBA trade deadline, maybe for a vet, maybe for a younger player, maybe for some draft picks. I'm honestly not sure. I expect this Bulls team to run a lot of ISO plays with Jabari Parker, with Zach LaVine, but I still want to see Lauri Markkanen get some nice looks and some nice shots. Like Lauri Markkanen coming into his second season, like I said, he did look real good before. He did look good the other season. Now looking at the bench, I do see Cameron Payne at the point guard, Holiday at the shooting guard, and Devin Valentine at the 3, Bobby Portis at the 4, and Wendell Carter the second junior at the center position. I do expect them to be the defensive anchor on this team. Kris Dunn is cooling on. But Wendell Carter, I do expect them to be the defensive anchor on this team. Now, Kris Dunn did average 13.4 points per game, 6 assists and 2 steals, but still, I don't expect him to be the defensive anchor on this team. I do expect by the end of the season, Wendell Carter to be the defensive anchor. But now, let's talk about playoff contentions now. I'm not a Bulls fan. I'm not biased whatsoever here. If they are healthy, I do believe, not a guarantee, I do believe they got a very, very, very good chance of them making the playoffs. A healthy Zach LaVine, a healthy Jabari Parker, capable of averaging 20 points at least. I do expect them to make the playoffs. Not expect, you could kind of say expect. It's hard to say, you know, but I mean, the East is really wide open now, and so it's really hard to say. But let's look at the teams from last season in the playoffs. We got Toronto making it next year, Boston making it next year, Philadelphia making it next year, the Cavs unsure, Pacers making it next year, and the rest, Milwaukee, you could kind of say, Washington, yeah, you could kind of say that as well. And the Pistons maybe with Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond in a full-on season. Then the Chicago freaking Bulls, man, 27-55 from last season. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens here. The Cavs actually might make it if Colin Sexton have a Donovan Mitchell type of a season, and Kevin Love can stay healthy. They low-key might make the playoffs. Miami might stay, Milwaukee might stay, Washington, I do expect John Wall healthy to stay. Detroit, I doubt it. And then at least the Chicago Bulls, possibly. You're gonna be on competition with the Cavs, with Miami, and Bucks, possibly. I'm not sure, but it's gonna be fun to watch the Bulls next season. I'm definitely gonna be watching some more and more Bulls game next season. But guys, comment my opinion, so like to know you enjoyed it. Try to balance out. See you guys later. Peace.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.